Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm super excited because we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Urban Myth palette from Black Moon Cosmetics. So if you guys are curious about this palette, you want to see swatches, you want to see the tutorial I did right here on my eyeballs, then stay tuned. Let's get into this video. So this palette was actually released a few weeks back, and I know this video is going up so late, but I actually received a couple of products damaged, but luckily they have amazing customer service, and I had to wait another week or two for my palette to get here. So she is here, brand spanking new in all her glory. So if you don't know, Black Moon Cosmetics is an indie brand. I discovered them on Instagram, actually. Been following them for a long time. I have tried their liquid to matte lipsticks quite a few years back. They have since changed the formula, so when I placed this ordering the palette, I ordered one of the liquid lipsticks, and I also wanted to try their eyelashes, so I'm actually wearing a pair today, and we'll get to that in a moment. I think they're a really beautiful brand. You have to check out their website. I'll put, of course, links and information in the description box, so make sure to give that a looky at. I don't know what that word is, but you know, have a little gander at the description box if you want to see links and more info. Just their whole style and aesthetic, I just absolutely love it. So as soon as I saw pictures on their Instagram of this palette, I just knew I had to have it. The colors are so unique and different, and it's just unlike anything I've ever used or anything I've ever owned in my entire makeup collection. This brand is cruelty free, and they are also vegan friendly as well. So all of their products are cruelty free and vegan. So if you're looking for something like that with kind of spooky goth type packaging, you're really into that, you should definitely check them out. I think their packaging is just absolutely amazing. I think their products are actually really good as well, quality wise. So let's take a closer look at the Urban Myth palette. So this retails for $38. You get a total of 10 eyeshadows with 1.87 grams per shade. The packaging is a cardboard material. It's absolutely beautiful. The artwork on the front is so stunning. It has this really bold, kind of spooky Urban Myth font. I just love it. You've got a moon background, very galaxy themed. Like this palette, 100%, the packaging, the colors, the names, it's super spooky. It's giving me galaxy vibes, you know, kind of like Urban Myth vibes. It's just a little bit of everything. It's just amazing. Packaging, A+ in my book. Again, just that typical magnetic closure. When you open up the palette, you get this beautiful mirror in the shape of a UFO, which is so unique and creative. I absolutely love it. I think it's stunning. So this palette contains 5 mattes, 3 intense foils, 1 duochrome, and 1 shimmer. So I'm assuming, of course, all the mattes are at the bottom, and I'm assuming the way they describe the shimmers that they're in order. So Area 51, Boogeyman, and Bermuda Triangle are the intense foils, and then Paranormal is the duochrome, and then the shimmer is Bloody Mary. I'm assuming because it says that on the back of the palette, and it also says that on the sleeve as well. I don't know about you guys, but I like to keep the sleeves to my palettes, especially like my indie makeup, more expensive eyeshadow palettes. I just feel like it keeps them protected. It keeps them from getting too many scratches and getting all banged up. So unfortunately, this is so snug of a fit. I had to open up both sides and push from one end. So it's really, really tight. Like it's almost impossible to put the palette in and out. So I do wish that this was a little bit more on the loose side. I know it's something small and insignificant, but I probably won't keep the sleeve because of that. So I'm a little sad because I love the packaging on here. It is different from, again, the palette itself with the artwork, but nonetheless, I do like that the ingredients are on the sleeve, but they're also on the back of the palette as well. So I really like that. So I ended up playing around with my damaged palette just because I wanted to like test it out and see like what kind of formula it is, and just my overall thoughts from the first look I did with this palette. And I will insert some photos. I took them in natural lighting, not the best work I've ever done, but I was just playing around with the palette, you know, seeing how many colors I could use, and maybe that's exactly where I went wrong. So one thing I've noticed about this palette is that the mattes are not as pigmented as I was expecting. So when I looked at the swatches on their Instagram page, they're absolutely stunning, and that's what really made me want to purchase this palette, because they did finger swatches and they showed, you know, kind of cute stenciled swatches on someone's arm. However, I am going to say that these don't swatch the greatest. If you'll see in my swatches when I pop them here on the screen at some point throughout this video, they don't swatch that great, but I feel like they do perform better on the eyes than you would think versus the swatches. One thing I noticed is that the purple shade Chupacabra and Loch Ness, those are the two shades I really struggled with, and it is hard when you're working with purples and blues to get a good blend. And what I gather from the formula of these mattes in this palette is that they are very powdery. There is quite a bit of kick up in the pan when you dab your brush into the shadow. Patting these on with a dense brush and getting the shape you want first, and then very lightly blending out the edges definitely helps, because I noticed that these are the type of shadows that if you over blend, they tend to blend away and they look more patchy, more sheared out. Sometimes they blend out in a very odd manner, if you will. So that is something I noticed with this palette. So I definitely, you know, using it today, when I did this look, I noticed a huge difference, and I love how this eye look turned out. I think it turned out really, really good. And I'm actually glad that I went in with the purples and blues again. I gave the palette a second chance today, and I'm glad I did that, because I noticed that patting the purple on, patting the blue on, and not over blending is key here. So overall, the mattes in here are not my favorite formula-wise. However, I really like how this look turned out. I was able to do a really nice smoky, very galaxy purple, purples and blues. I really wanted to display the purples and blues from this palette, and I really like how it turned out. So I definitely want to play with the palette more. I definitely want to do a 3 looks, 1 palette video. So I don't know when that's going to go up, you guys, but that will be coming. Once it goes live, I will try to link it in this video somewhere and in the description box. One thing I love about this palette is the color story. I love how it's laid out, how it goes from green to blue to purple, and I like how the mattes are at the bottom and the more shimmery shades are at the top. And personally for me, I think the top row is my favorite. I am obsessed with Bermuda Triangle, Paranormal, and Boogeyman. Those shades are so stunning. What I love about them is that they look different. So if you want to apply them with your finger, you get a different look. You can layer them over each other to create a completely different multi-dimension. Again, I get like those kind of galaxy vibes from this palette 100%. The only shade at the top row that I really didn't like the formula of is Area 51. The texture is a bit flaky. It's, I don't know, something about the texture. It's flaky. It's a little bit hard to pick up on a brush. I almost feel like using your finger to apply it is the best method to get the most color payoff. I will also say that if you want these to really stay on the lids a lot better and to be more foiled and vibrant, use a sticky eyeshadow base. I used the NYX glitter primer today versus the first look I didn't use a glitter primer. Definitely these need a glitter primer, and let me tell you what, they look incredible. So if you get this palette, you definitely want to use a glitter primer with the top row shades. But overall, I really love everything from the packaging to the color story in here is so unique and different. Again, I love how my look turned out today. I can't wait to play with this palette more and do more looks for you guys. This palette definitely really excites me. It's something unique and different. I can see so many different looks with this palette. I love how like this could be a quad, those 4 shades there, and then these ones in the middle, that could be a quad. You could do just these 2 eyeshadows. That would be a really nice smoky look, and maybe use the purple as like a transition color. I can see just so many unique looks with this palette. I don't know, it just really inspires me. I know I did a lot of talking, but that's just my thoughts on the Urban Myth palette from Black Moon Cosmetics. So if you guys want to see how I did this very galaxy blue purple deliciousness on my eyes, then keep on watching. Let's get into this quick eye tutorial. Alright, let's get started. So I already primed my eyes with this Essence eyeshadow primer and set it with a little bit of loose setting powder. So to start off this look, I'm going to take the purple shade and I'm going to start patting this on. Again, I feel like this method is best when using this palette. So I'm just creating the shape that I want and slowly building up that color and then going through it and very gently blending out the edges but not over blending too much. I'm going to also take that same purple shade and apply that all along the lower lash line. Again, really patting this on and connecting that up with the color on the lid as well. Next, we're going to take Loch Ness, which is this beautiful matte blue shade, and I'm adding this very closely to the lower lash line, really packing this on really well. And then now I'm going to add a blue eyeliner to my lower waterline, and this actually matched really nicely with the blue shadow. And then I took a little bit more of the purple shade just to blend out the edges of the blue. To deepen up the eyelid area, I'm taking this deep matte shade and just again slowly patting this on the outer V area, creating the shape I want, and then very gently blending it out just to give more depth to the look. And then I'm taking a black eyeliner, just a tight line because we are going to do some liner and lashes. Moving on, I'm taking the NYX glitter glue on a flat synthetic brush and patting this all along my eyelid and pretty much prepping the eye for the shimmery shade. So I'm taking Paranormal first and patting that all over the lid, and this really made this color pop using that sticky primer. And I'm just blending out the edges with that same brush. And then taking the beautiful blue shade and highlighting that, applying that to the inner corner. I really like the contrast between that. So off camera, just to save time, I applied some black liner, some mascara, and some false lashes. These are also from Black Moon. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're in the style Aries. I want to do a little up close shot of that. And then I'm also wearing the Gloom liquid lipstick as well. So that is it, you guys. That completes this tutorial. I really love how this look turned out. The colors are so vibrant and beautiful, and they layer so beautifully together. So, yep, I was pretty happy with it. Alright guys, so that is everything. I hope you enjoyed this video, swatches, tutorial, my thoughts on the Urban Myth palette. I had a lot of fun doing this look today, and I hope you guys, had some good information from this video on whether or not this is something that you want to try out for yourself. This is permanent, by the way. It's not limited edition, so if you want to wait till they do like a Black Friday sale, which I know Black Friday is coming just around the corner, I think this would be a beautiful palette. I think this would make a beautiful gift, like Christmas gift. Oh my gosh. If this was under my Christmas tree, I would go bananas. It's absolutely beautiful. So I can't wait to do more looks with this palette. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. I so do appreciate it. And of course, if you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I post on Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. every week. You can also find me on Instagram and all that good stuff. My links are always down below. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me today, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!